extraordinary feats, they didn't have extraordinary issues. It is the passion that gives you the power you need, but it is the pain from which you have the conviction about. If you had not been through some pains, you would not have the burning to do what you do. Everybody can serve. Anyone can be a leader. Listen, I brainstorm half the day. A day when you were born and a day when you died. And I got a dance in between. And that dance defines what your legacy is. Work hard, you get what you gotta get. You don't work hard, you get nothing. You get nothing. You gotta work hard. Work hard. You work hard, you get what you gotta get. You don't work hard, you get nothing. You get nothing. Nothing. Zero. Nothing. Zero. Nothing. Keep working. I was not the biggest, the strongest or fastest, but my goals were clear. My actions were and still are in service to those going, what makes you walk and try? Why you wait? Dr. Miles Monroe compares leaders to the king of the jungle, he says. He said the lion is not the tallest animal in the jungle. The lion is not the largest animal in the jungle. The lion is not the smartest, nor the most intelligent animal in the jungle. And yet when the lion shows up, he is king. He is king. You don't need to be intelligent. You don't need to be smart. You don't need to have a certain height. You don't need to have a certain weight. You don't need to have any kind of advantage. And yet you can be a leader.
4 o'clock in the morning, I wake up. 4:30, I'm doing some sleep cleaning. Open these garage doors. It's still dark outside. I do this, and then I'll have breakfast, and then I will go do all my strength and conditioning training at a gym for about an hour, and then I'll go to set. I average probably about 5 hours of sleep.
It's 4:45 a.m. It's still dark outside. Look at that. The lights just went out, and I'm getting ready to kill this AM cardio. You can't even see me, but it's going to be so good. It's bad. Focus!
When you do anything, you never want to do anything half-assed, especially when it comes to your training. Get in, be intense, execute on it, and get out. For a lot of guys out there, and I was certainly one of those guys. In my 20s, I thought I had all the answers, didn't know shit. By the way, in my 30s, I'm still trying to find myself, and a lot of guys are out there. Hopefully, when you hit the 40s, you're hitting a nice stride. If I'm going to do it, I need to do this job right. I need to stay focused on it. I need to get the best of it I possibly can.
We live down here in South Florida. It's hurricane season. Focus! Well, it's time to go to the gym. We gotta get to the gym. There ain't no stopping us.
Look, I'm going to be the baddest motherfucker walking.
All right, empty gym, the way you like it. It's Sunday. Just finished my warm-up. This pain ought to be fun.
I work out twice before every workplace.
All right, workout number 2. I'm out working all my competition. All right, Saturday afternoon, empty gym, the way we like it. It's leg day, which means it's going to be sweaty, painful, and fun.
So how do you make it? How do you overcome the odds?
I don't know what to say, really. 3 minutes. The biggest battle of our professional lives. All comes down to today. We're in hell right now. Believe me. And we can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell.
Or you could be like me. Dream of pro football, get hurt, dream over. Find yourself with just $7 in your pocket. So how did I get here? By being the hardest worker in the room.
Now it's time to see who has a heart. Now is the time to prove to yourselves, prove to everyone out there, somebody was worthy of me. And you're able to do something special that no one else in the world can do. Are you ready to go out there and take what's yours? Yeah! What you work hard? Yeah! life have things we want. We don't get what we want. We get what we have to have. We all get what we want in ourselves and other people. But when you're no longer willing to tolerate something, that's when your life changes. Everyone in the world has a list of things they think they should do. I should lose weight. I should work out. I should spend more time with my kids. I should work harder. I should make more calls. I should. And then you know what? People don't do their shoulds, and they get mad at themselves. They beat themselves up about it. What changes people is when your should becomes a must. When suddenly the thing you said should happen has to happen. That's when human beings change. It's like if you want to take the island and you're the head of the army and you want to take the island, the most powerful way to take the island is burn the boats. Because if there's no way to go back, it's amazing what happens when it's a must to do something versus a should. That's what makes human beings succeed.
Ego is the success inhibitor. You have to do your best not to make decisions based off of ego, for sure.
Success and failure are generally slow processes. Either slowly building things up or gradually tearing them down. And that's why I say you've got to pay attention. You have to watch. You have to watch every single second. Because those seconds turn into minutes. And minutes turn into hours. And hours turn into days. And days turn into years. And so, that second that just went by, that counted. And so did that second. And so did that one. And in those precious seconds, you were either building or you were decaying. You were either gaining ground or you were losing ground. And that's it. And in every second. Every second counts. So, make every second count.
The dream shattered, sent home with $7 in my pocket. I was like, wait, no, I gotta play in the NFL eventually. Those are my big goals. That's my dream. You realize that playing in the NFL was the best thing that never happened because it got me here. So my point is, look, you're gonna get your ass kicked. You're gonna get the shit kicked out of us. You gotta get up. You gotta have faith that the one thing you wanted to happen oftentimes is the best thing that never happened. So have faith. Just keep that in mind. Keep plugging away.
When you crawl out from underneath the covers every morning and you sit on the edge of the bed, you have a choice before you.
We're wired differently. We have to set a goal. If we hit that goal, we're guaranteed to make sure all that other stuff in the middle is going to happen. Why 3 o'clock in the morning? Why don't you sleep? My appetite. I said, E.T., I want more. I can do more. If I accomplish this without a father, if I accomplish this with my mom being a teenage mom, if I accomplish this as a high school dropout, if I can accomplish these things from this start, now that I'm at this place, knowing what I know now, what can I accomplish? I want you to think about that. I want you to think about more than just what you're going to do financially, more than what you're going to do in this industry in the next 3 years, right? More than that. What's your appetite? What are you going to do and ensure that when the alarm clock goes off, that you're already up 10, 20 minutes before your alarm clock?
Do the work. Do the fucking work.
You've heard me say it before. No alarm clock needed. My passion wakes me up. Listen to me. No alarm clock needed.
Sometimes the only way to go about doing the work is get fucking raw and get fucking intense. Get angry and aggressive and make it fucking happen for yourself. Start there. I don't care when your life clock started ticking. You start fucking right now today. It's 4:15 a.m. in my world. You're on the East Coast and it's 6:15 a.m. and you're already up and you're already dragging ass. By 6:16, you can change your perspective of the world and of your life. My advice? Fucking do it. Dig fucking deep and get it done. Do the work. Life.
I've been using an alarm clock in over 20 years. I want to be successful. I want to execute. I want to make all my dreams become reality. I want to do everything I said I'm going to do. It increases. It gets stronger every year. I want more every year. I want to do more every year. I want to help more every year. I want to be better. I want to be stronger every single year. Every single year, your appetite should go up. You should never get sick. You should never get sick. You should never get content. Every single year. When you get content, when you settle, somebody's chasing you. Somebody's coming from behind. Somebody's trying to take your spot. And so every single day when you wake up, you got to set new goals, new benchmarks. Raise it higher and higher and higher. So you can make your dreams become a reality. Hunter watching boxing. A true hunter is wired differently. He's wired differently. Doesn't have the same makeup. What makes a gazelle is how he's wired. What makes a lion a lion? Okay, let me explain to you. When a lion sees a gazelle and a gazelle sees the lion, both things see each other at the exact same time. When the gazelle sees the lion because of how he's wired, he automatically takes over. The lion sees the gazelle. He lights up. Showtime. The hunt is on. This is what I was made for.
Do the work. Do the fucking work.
Why do you want to work out? What is your goal? The most important thing is that you have a vision, that you have a goal. Because without that vision and without that goal, again, you're drifting around and you're never going to end up anywhere. People don't become successful just by accident. You know, I mean, maybe the guy that found gold in California and started the gold rush, but don't count on that. That's the one in a lifetime kind of a situation. So you got to really have a specific goal. And to me, to have that vision that I want to be Mr. Universe, that I want to be the greatest bodybuilder of all time. That was a great vision, and that specifically to look like Reg Parker, to be up there on that stage and to lift the trophy overhead and to win the championship over and over and over again. So that was a great goal. You have to have a goal. Now, it doesn't have to be that specific goal, but it has to have some goal. This is why I always recommend to people, sit down, take your time, and start thinking about why do you want to work out? What is your goal? It can be as crazy as this. It could be, I want to impress girls. If that's your goal, so be it, but it motivates you. It could be that you're emulating a certain, bodybuilder or a certain football player, a certain boxer, whatever it is. Have those pictures put all over the wall like I did when I was a kid. I put pictures of Reg Park and of Sonny Liston, of boxers and of Ali and of powerlifters and weightlifters all over my bedroom wall, so that every day when I go to sleep, every day when I wake up, I look at those pictures and they motivate me. You need that motivation because therefore you have this kind of imprint in front of you all the time, and You know exactly what you're chasing. People always come up to me and say, why are you starting? You work 5 hours a day. You're doing the same as the other guys, but the other guys have a sour face. They're pissed off that they have to do another rep or another set or something. I looked forward to another 1,000 reps of sit-ups. I looked forward to another 500 pounds of leg press or squat. I looked forward to more and more curls until my arms fall off. Why? Because I knew that every rep that I did and every set that I did, the more weights that I lifted, I get one step closer to turning that vision into reality. I was turned on by that. I was excited. I couldn't wait to get to the gym. I remember that when I weighed 245 pounds, and Bob Raferson, the director of Stay Hungry, said to me that I'm interested in having you come in for a reading and work on your acting and all this because I'm interested in having you in a movie to star with Jeff Bridges and with Sally Fields. I was delighted about that. I was excited and I started pumping up more and more. And then he said, but I don't want you to weigh more than 210 pounds. You want me to be in a movie, but I'm weighing 45 to 46. I said, I just won the Olympia. I was there in 1974, and I was really at my biggest. And but he demanded that. He says, look, it's very simple. On the day we start shooting, he says, I'm going to put you on the scale. And if you don't make it, you count you out. Because I have someone else in mind. And I realized that visualizing myself very clearly as a lean athlete. Because that's the only way I could lose that weight and all of a sudden get interested in running more. Because up until that point I ran like 3 miles after training or before training or whatever. But now all of a sudden it was 5 miles, 6 miles, 7 miles, 8 miles. I ran mini marathons in order to lose the weight. And I did every single high reps. And I was watching my diet, was eating all those kind of things. And but the day before, I remember we were in Birmingham, Alabama. The day before I was at the YMCA with Bob Raferson. He was swimming and I was working out and I was running. There was a track there that was running. He says, let's step on the scale. And I stepped on the scale and I weighed 209. So it just shows you what is possible if you visualize exactly what you want to look like. And there was no room for any kind of like, well, I can get my act together or anything like this because there's only a certain amount of time. But the key thing again is have the clear vision. Have the specific goal that you want to accomplish. Because then you never go to the gym and you say, today I feel down a little bit. I don't know what it is all about. I don't know my life. I'm confused. No. I tell you that I was a perfect example of someone that was not confident at all. I mean, when I was a kid, I was just like any other kid. I had hang-ups and problems and all this. But when I joined the weightlifting club and I won the first little trophy because they did the best clean and jerk. And then we went to another meet and they won another little trophy. I started feeling like somebody. But the bottom line is, everyone can use the same method because I used it in politics, I used it in making money, I used it in everything that I've done in the movie business. When you have one little victory, little victories add up, and that is what gives you then ultimately confidence. Well, for me, the most important thing always is to have a deadline. So when I, for instance, had a competition, and let's say the competition was in the middle of September, and it was now beginning of summer, so there was no more time to screw around. So there was the time now to get going on a diet, to get going with the training, to not slack off at all because there was a deadline there. The day of the competition, I had to be in the best shape possible. And I knew that if I come to the competition and I lose because I did not schedule my training the proper way,
Also, what do you need to start doing? And what do you need to start doing every day, every week, every month, every year to be on your A game? Discipline buys you freedom to do what you want.
Sacrifice leads. And get
I believe he will be the youngest heavyweight champion of all time. And if he remains dedicated and interested, and without any distractions, I believe that eventually he will go down in history as the greatest heavyweight champion we've ever had.
Returning to the past, we will see a man who has become a great icon of boxing.
First of all, I like to thank Cuz for putting in all the hard work. And I like to say hello to all my family back home. I knew from the beginning, but everybody else knew, that it was no calm. It was no calm. That's like the rest of it. A lot of people came to look. Jesse Ferguson came to look. The Fraziers came to look. James Broad is out there. All of you come get some. Mike Tyson's out here. He's waiting for you. All come get some.
He was called the baddest man on the planet for his incredible punching power and aggressive fighting style. His speed, strength, and vicious aggression earned him the title of the youngest world heavyweight champion in 1986. He is Iron Mike Tyson. Today, we will show you all of the most brutal and aggressive knockouts of the legendary Iron Mike. Mike Tyson made his professional debut on March 6, 1985, against Puerto Rican Hector Mercedes. From the very beginning of the fight, the 18-year-old Tyson pounced on his opponent without giving him a single chance.
Swinging hooks to the body from Tyson, and if that is it in round one, that is a pretty impressive professional debut from the man who so nearly went to the Olympics in Los Angeles last year.
Mike Tyson versus Trent Singleton. In the first round, Mike had a magnificent streak of 4 punches, the last of which landed right on Singleton's jaw. Knocked down. Trent got to his feet and continued the fight. However, he could not resist for long.
He gets a mandatory under New York State Athletic Commission rules, and already, from what little we've seen, Mike Tyson in his pro career, down there Singleton again, left up this time and body, and he's just a perpetual motion machine so far. This isn't going to go too long. Trent Singleton in all sorts of trouble. We're already in round one. The Mike Tyson, the young fledgling professional, 2 fights, 2 wins, the debut of the 6th.
Mike Tyson versus Don Halpin. In the first minute of the 4th round, Halpin misses several incoming punches. Bouncing off the ropes, Don falls to his knees. He gets up and continues the fight, which did not last long.
Tyson finished this. I think so. I think so. That's enough. Now that last right hand, that was questionable. Tyson celebrates.
Mike Tyson versus Ricardo Spain.
Shake hands, come out by. Good luck, Mike Tyson, 3 fights.
After a series of 12 unanswered blows from Tyson, Spain tried to find salvation in a clinch. Immediately after, Mike sends him to the canvas with a left hook. Ricardo gets up by the count of 8 and immediately is sent back to the floor with another powerful left hook. The referee was forced to stop the fight.
I don't believe it. That's well inside a minute. Spain can't believe it. Tyson absolutely destroyed it, man.
Mike Tyson versus Michael Johnson.
Hold on to your hats. Nobody thinks it's going to go that far. There it goes. It's just going to pull.
From the very first seconds, Mike begins to attack his opponent, pressing him to the ropes. A left hook to the body sends him into a knockdown. Johnson gets up and wants to continue the fight, but a right cross knocks him out.
I plan on boxing Tyson too. I think that I can box as good as he can, and I keep him in the middle of the ring, and I can punch I'm not better than Tyson.
Will this be a win that puts Donnie Long back into the heavyweight picture?
This will be a win to let everybody know that Donnie Long is back.
Mike Tyson versus Donnie Long. After the bell sounded, the boxers met in the center of the ring, and Donnie Long immediately makes an unforgivable mistake when fighting Mike Tyson. He stands directly opposite from him and does not move.
That was quick. First one, here comes Tyson. He nearly sent Long out of the ring with that left foot. Tyson, Long is down second time.
In the middle of the first round, Mike hits a powerful left hook to Long's chin and sends him into a knockout.
Make no mistake about it. That was a good performance. Not just because of what he did.
Mike Tyson versus Robert Collet. From the very beginning of the fight, Collet tried to keep Tyson at a distance with a long jab. But taking advantage of his overwhelming speed, Mike leaves his opponent no chance. Mike Tyson versus Sterling Benjamin. In the first round, Mike pushes his opponent to the ropes, then throws a left hook. Knockdown. After the referee counted the knockdown, Mike Tyson again pounced on the opponent and launched 12 unanswered punches on him. Literally, a second before the referee was about to intervene and stop the beating, Tyson carries out a powerful blow to the liver, and Benjamin is again on the canvas. Mike Tyson versus Eddie Richardson. From the very beginning of the fight, it became clear that it would not last long. Richardson held his hands low and tried to keep Tyson at a distance with a sluggish jab. After the third clinch, Mike pushes his opponent into the corner of the ring and throws his signature left hook to the head. Richardson goes back onto the canvas. Mike Tyson versus Conroy Nelson. Round 2. Working with a jab, Tyson puts himself in a good position, and taking advantage of Nelson's failed strike, puts a left hook into Nelson's jaw. Conroy falls onto the canvas. Mike Tyson versus Sammy Scaff. The first round. In one of the corners, Tyson ducks under his opponent's blows, and then lands his signature left hook to the head. By this point, Sammy's face was already covered in blood. Another left hook, and Tyson knocks the opponent down. The referee stops the fight. Mike Tyson versus Mark Young. In In the middle of the first round, Young makes an unforgivable mistake. He walks forward without hitting, completely covering his entire view with his gloves. Tyson makes a terrific side pull, throwing a powerful right uppercut to the head and knocking down his opponent. The blow threw Young to the ropes from the very middle of the ring. Another victory by knockout. Mike Tyson versus David Jaco. As you might expect, Jaco tried to keep Tyson at bay with his jab. However, despite his superiority in arm's length and height, he manages to miss Tyson's attacks. At the end of the first round, Tyson began to target his opponent, but missed with his powerful left hook. He immediately thrust a right hook into Jaco's head. David is back on the canvas. The referee had no choice but to stop the fight due to the rule of 3 knockdowns. Mike Tyson versus Mike Jamison.
Here comes Tyson. Mike Tyson takes 2 steps forward. Let's go with a couple of lefts now. Right or left. He's got it down. Mike Tyson sends Mike Jamison to the mat. Here in round number 4. 3 on Mike Tyson.
The 5th round. Jamison stepped up noticeably and tried to catch his opponent with a jab in this fight that was moving quickly. Tyson waited. Seizing the moment, he throws his powerful left hook that knocks Jamison back into the ropes. Here, having carried out a 4-hit combination on the body with a transfer to the head, Tyson forces his opponent to drop to his knees. Jamison gets up again and wants to continue. However, Joe Cortez felt it would be better for him to stop the fight.
Jamison wants to continue. Referee Joe Cortez says no. Jamison says he wants to go on, but the referee Joe Cortez says it is over here in the...
Mike Tyson versus Jesse Ferguson. This fight was supposed to show that Mike Tyson was a serious contender for the world title, and not just an exaggerated figure, as many still believed he was.
Always in position to punch.
The 5th round. Tyson presses Ferguson to the ropes where he carries out his signature combination of a right hook to the body and right uppercut to the head. Jesse falls to the canvas. Mike Tyson versus Steve Zowski. The third round. Mike continues to work with single punches and forces the opponent to retreat throughout the ring. This could not go on for long. Tyson crouches on his left leg and delivers a lightning-fast left hook to the opponent's head. It was a classic knockout. Mike Tyson versus Reggie Gross. From the very beginning of the fight, it was clear that Reggie Gross was afraid of Tyson. He hits with a jab and then immediately jumps back. Suddenly, Reggie explodes with a 15-hit combination. He even manages to strike his opponent with an uppercut right in the jaw. But Mike Tyson, having waited for the right moment, under the hail of blows, throws his signature left and sends Gross to the canvas. The audience roars with delight.
You can't even walk. You're worried about fighting.
Mike Tyson versus William Hosea. William Hosea did not seem to be a strong opponent from the very beginning of the fight. After a clinch, Mike catches Hosea with an oncoming left jab and tries to develop the attack with a powerful streak. Because of the number and strength of the blows, Hosea falls onto the canvas. He was clearly not eager to continue the fight and deliberately did not get up at the count of 10. The referee stopped the fight.
And I'm ready for the guy, and I've also examined the things Mr. Tyson does, his flaws, and then I know what I'm going to do for him when he makes those mistakes.
Mike Tyson versus Lorenzo Boyd.
So Boyd giving away an awful lot of weight. Crowding Tyson looking for an opening, and Boyd wants to come in with the upper hand.
Going into close range, Boyd tries to break through Mike's defense, but in vain. Tyson calmly approaches him and hits him with his signature combination of a right hook to the body and right uppercut to the head. Lorenzo falls onto the canvas.
The count is 6. The count is 8. He will not get up. It's over.
Mike Tyson versus Marvis Frazier. Before the fight, commentator Alex Wallau noticed, the question is not whether Mike Tyson will knock Marvis Frazier out, but when he will knock him out. The first round. Moving away from the ropes, Marvis makes a fatal mistake and walks into the corner. And here, Mike Tyson makes one of his most spectacular combinations. He catches Frazier with a right uppercut, his legs buckling. This is a knockout. Referee Joe Cortez counted 5, but seeing that Marvis couldn't get up, he stopped the fight. Mike Tyson versus Jose Revolta. Round 10. After clinching in the middle of the ring, the boxers made a small exchange with powerful punches. The audience cheers for Revolta and chants, "Jose, Jose." Mike clearly doesn't like this and goes on the attack with a powerful right cross to the head. He misses and immediately adds a left to the jaw. Revolta falls back onto the canvas. He stands up and intends to continue the fight. Tyson immediately pounces on his opponent with a series of blows to the head. All 5 blows land exactly on target. The referee thought it was time to intervene and stop the fight. Mike Tyson versus Alfonso Ratliff. A year before the fight, Alfonso lost his WBC cruiserweight title and was considered to be a serious opponent for Mike Tyson's growing experience. The second round. After waiting a moment, Mike dodges to the left and lands a powerful left hook to Ratliff's jaw. He falls onto the canvas. Rising to one knee, he waits for the referee to count to 9 and then stands up. Mike Tyson rushes to finish and fires a series of 8 punches. Ratliff finds salvation in a clinch. After the referee breaks the clinch, Tyson begins beating Ratliff near the ropes. Mike Tyson versus Trevor Berbick. The truly historic fight was dubbed by advertisers as Doomsday. It was attended by about 8,800 people, including movie stars and numerous celebrities. At 20 years, 4 months, and 22 days, Mike Tyson, with this victory, became the youngest world champion in the history of boxing, surpassing Floyd Patterson. It was not just a duel, it was a total destruction of Trevor Berbick. Mike Tyson versus Pinklin Thomas. This fight was for the WBC and WBA titles at once. From about the middle of the 6th round, a real beating begins in the ring. Thomas misses an incoming monstrous left hook. Then Mike Tyson throws 17 more powerful unanswered blows to the head with both hands. Pinklin Thomas fell to the canvas. This is a knockout.
Chronic cannot stop a championship fight. I think he counted him out. I'm not sure if that's going to be scored as a TKO or a knockout. I think he may have counted him out. We'll have to wait to get the official scoring to hear exactly how it goes. I think
Mike Tyson versus Tyrell Biggs. The fight lasted until the 7th round. At the very beginning, Tyrell immediately enters the clinch. Tyson strikes from the left. He hits with a forearm and knocks out Biggs' mouthpiece. Another lingering clinch, and Mike Tyson throws a hard, short left strike to Tyrell's temple. Tyrell Biggs falls out of the ropes. His face is covered with blood, but he still manages to get up to the count of 9 and decides to continue the fight. Breaking the distance a little, Tyson thrust another left side to the jaw. The blow was the last for Tyrell Biggs. Mike Tyson versus Larry Holmes. In the middle of the 4th round, Mike throws a powerful combination to the head. Knockdown. Larry gets up to the count of 10 and continues the fight. Mike Tyson lashes out at him with the traditional fury. Larry Holmes is unable to contend with this and falls again. Holmes rises at the count of 4 and again intends to continue the fight. Mike Tyson pushes Holmes back to the ropes and starts the beating again. Mike Tyson versus Tony Tubbs. The second round. Mike once again reaches a comfortable distance for an attack and applies his famous combination, a right hook to the body and a right uppercut to the head. Tony Tubbs almost falls down. After the referee broke the clinch, Tony was still not completely recovered and very hesitantly walked along the ropes. Mike Tyson did not miss this chance. After waiting for the opponent to come within striking distance, he throws a powerful left hook exactly to the temple. Mike Tyson versus Michael Spinks. This fight attracted a huge public interest and was named once and for all by the promoters. The winner left the ring as the absolute and unconditional champion. Such an event had not happened since 1971, when two undefeated champions, Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali, had met in the ring. Mike Tyson versus Frank Bruno. The sixth round. After a pause, Mike throws two blows to the head on the right and left. Then a second later, he punches his famous combination of a right hook to the body and a right uppercut to the head. Frank Bruno is absolutely lost and practically does not react to the blows. Another right uppercut and then a left hook, and the referee decides to stop the fight. Mike Tyson versus Carl Williams. This fight only lasted 93 seconds, and it also became Tyson's second fastest title fight. In the middle of the first round, Williams tries to hit Tyson with a left jab. Tyson parried and hit Williams with a left hook, which threw Williams back to the rope. Although Williams was able to get to his feet and seemed ready to continue the fight, it was stopped by the referee. Mike Tyson versus Henry Tillman. Just 25 seconds before the end of the first round, Tyson drove Tillman into a corner. Tillman tried to fight back, but Tyson responded with a strong right hook, and Tillman fell onto the canvas. A clear knockout. Mike Tyson versus Alex Stewart. As soon as the fight started, Tyson went on the attack and made an excellent combination, after which Stewart fell to the canvas. After another clinch, Tyson misses with a long right swing, but immediately adds a short and precise left hook to the head. The opponent falls under the ropes. Mike Tyson versus Donovan Ruddock. The fight was tough. Both men tried to out the fight. The seventh round. The fight was coming to an end. Tyson was able to hit Ruddock with a combination of 6 blows. Although Ruddock remained on his feet and looked healthy enough to continue the fight, the referee stopped the match, awarding Tyson a TKO victory. Mike Tyson versus Peter McNeely. At the beginning of the first round, Tyson sent his opponent to the canvas with a right hook to the head. McNeely jumped up and suddenly ran around the ring. The referee grabbed his arm and began to count the knockdown. The fight continued. In the middle of the round, Tyson made a successful attack and sent McNeely to the canvas with a right uppercut. Mike Tyson versus Buster Mathis Jr. Just 40 seconds before the end of the third round, Tyson was able to inflict successive right uppercuts that threw Mathis to the canvas. Mathis couldn't rise by the count of 10. It was a knockout. Mike Tyson versus Frank Bruno. Less than a minute after the start of the third round, Tyson dodged Bruno's jab and made a combination of 13 blows, as a result of which the referee stopped the fight. Mike Tyson versus Bruce Seldon. In the middle of the first round, Seldon was knocked down with a left hook thrown by Tyson. which was immediately followed by a right cross that further hurt Selden. Selden got up at the count of 8 and resumed the fight, but was almost immediately knocked out by another left hook. Mike Tyson versus Francois Botha. Botha was a pretty powerful boxer. After 4 rounds, many spectators were surprised. Botha fought Tyson on an equal footing, and some believed that he even had an advantage. However, at the end of the 5th round, Tyson sent his opponent to the canvas with a right cross to the chin. Botha got up to the count of 10, but immediately fell onto the ropes. The referee announced a knockout. Mike Tyson versus Julius Francis. The fight lasted 2 rounds, in which Francis managed to be knocked down 5 times. Mike Tyson versus Lou Savarese. This fight ended in a huge scandal. 19 seconds into the fight, Tyson knocked Savarese down with a brilliant left hook. When the enemy got up, intending to continue the fight, Tyson rushed to finish him off. Mike Tyson versus Brian Nielsen. By the end of the 6th round, Nielsen's left eye was completely closed. When the 7th round started, Brian refused to continue the fight, and the referee awarded Tyson the victory with a TKO. Mike Tyson versus Clifford Etienne. At the beginning of the 1st round, Tyson missed with his left hook, but he immediately threw out a right hook, and as a result, Etienne was on the canvas. The referee stops the fight.